2NURFM, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
I'm very happy to have this lady in the studio with me this morning. She's, well, relaxing in a very big chair at the moment. Next month, Pennie and her friend Rachel Kerrigan are heading off to walk the Kokoda track in Papua New Guinea. Welcome to the studio. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Now, there's a very important reason that you're doing this. You're a former member of the Australian Army, and your friend Rachel Kerrigan. And you're no longer with the services, but you came back from 19 years and you're raising money for the Women's Veterans Network. A little bit about your story. Tell us what happened when you left the Army.
So I was medically discharged from the Army almost a year ago now, and when I got out I had a lot of trouble working out who I am now and where I fit in the world, and so I was reaching out to the ex-service organisations to try and help me find that place. And as I was doing that, I was finding that I was sort of being misplaced as a wife or a daughter of a veteran rather than a veteran myself.
That must be very frustrating when you ring up for help and they think that you are a Mrs. or you're just related to someone. And I've got to say, we were talking before you came on air, a lot of the attention is put on the men who have left the services, but not a whole lot is turned on the ladies who have served in our services, whether it be the Navy, the Army or the Air Force.
That's right. I mean, you have a look in any of the advertising or any things that you see out in the public, and more often than not you'll see our male veterans represented quite well, and you'll see women often in those reports or advertising campaigns, but usually portrayed as the wife or daughter of a veteran in there, hardly ever as the actual veteran themselves.
You even had a situation in an Anzac Day parade where people came and had a go at you about which side you were wearing your medals on, didn't you?
That's right. Left side over our heart when we've earned them, and when we are wearing them to represent a family member or a friend, we wear them on the right side. So I obviously wear mine on the left side over my heart.
I don't necessarily know that it's a compliment, but do you think that there is a belief that women can handle pressure, can handle stress more so than men do, and that's the reason that not a whole lot of attention's turned to it? Is there a possibility there's a little bit of that in it?
Look, I'm not sure exactly why we aren't recognised. I think it's because in history, women weren't part of the forces to begin with, and it's been a very long and slow introduction of women into the forces, and even now only just having women moving into those more frontline positions. But I guess our goal with the Women Veterans Network is to change people's attitude and recognise women veterans as veterans as well.
How long has that organisation been around?
It actually only started in Queensland just over a year ago.
That's sad in itself, isn't it? That it's taken this long amount of time to get that all underway. How many members have you got, or how many people have you got participating at this stage?
Well, it's Australia-wide, and we have quite a lot Australia-wide. We're only new in Newcastle Hunter Valley, so I'm the regional coordinator for Newcastle Hunter Valley. Started because we didn't have anything here at all for women veterans. We currently have around 20 female veterans in our group.
Okay, so more and more women, I would imagine, would be coming to the fore, making contact. So the idea of this amazing trek that you're about to take with Rachel is to raise funds for the Women's Veterans Network. You've been working very, very hard for it. You've been out of the service just over a year, and I mentioned before that you're still fit. What are the main nerves you've got about taking on Kokoda?
Kokoda, it's actually with a charity called Mates for Mates who are taking us on the trek. I'm nervous, not just the physical side of things, but the mental side of it as well, you know, to be able to get over those barriers, but also being around other people like me who are suffering PTSD, anxiety, depression, and have had the similar experiences to what I've had, and challenging our thoughts as we go through it all.
I think if it was me, I'd be crying right at the start just at the thought of how far I've got to walk. So I admire you totally from the start. Okay, look, it's an amazing initiative, and it's hard to believe that the Women's Veterans Network has only been up and running for a little bit over a year. If you would like to donate, because you're not funded by the government, there is no money coming your way at this stage.
No, we're a non-funded organisation. We're not actually a registered charity as yet. So we pay for things ourselves, or we rely on sponsorship from places like the RSL sub-branches or community areas. So if we were going to hold an event, we'd be approaching different companies to help us maybe supply a room so that we can hold an event, or contacting other ex-service service organisations to help our members when they're in need. So it's not really requesting donations for that. However, Mates for Mates, who we're doing the trek with, people can donate to that.
Everything costs. Nothing comes for free, does it?
That's right.
In this day and age. So how can we donate? If you would like to donate, how do we go about it?
If you have a look on the Mates for Mates website, there'll be a link in there on the sponsorship page, and then you can just look up my name or Rachel's name and donate through there.
So Rachel Kerrigan.
Yep,
or
Rachel
Pennie
Kerrigan
Looker.
or Pennie Looker, yep.
Question, have you got a comfortable pair of shoes? And are they worn in yet?
Oh, they're very well worn in. They feel like slippers now.
You'll have to give us a call when you come back. Good luck. It's an amazing initiative, and hopefully it will raise awareness for a very important cause.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Pennie, thank you very much. It's going to be a very interesting and very long walk.